Outside?
I like the weather. I'd like it to be a little cooler, but it's pretty damn nice.
No, man, I agree.
You alluded to this in the post game last night. How much is it on your mind? How many back-to-backs you have? How many road games you have right off the bat in the regular season?
Well, I think overall, I look at the schedule and I have to start thinking about, as part of the process of minutes, rotations, maximizing guys' energy, when we can be smart about playing time, and so I think about those things, and you look at the schedule and you try to plan a little bit ahead, and just to give yourself some kind of understanding of what might present itself along the way.
That early schedule does create some juggling for you, correct? Given that there are so many back-to-backs that you guys are on the road so much so early?
Yeah, and I've told our guys that, and I said it last night, we'll need everyone. And what I mean by that is, there'll be some games where back-to-backs, I'll have to be smart about minutes. And, the goal is to, put these guys in a position to have a chance to win ball games. And so we'll see how guys feel, but at the end of the day, we'll need all our guys to help contribute.
Coach, we were talking about on day one of training camp how you're looking forward to seeing a good Andrew. Last night he had 4 assists, which is very rare for him, and this preseason he's been getting back into the post a lot more. Is that kind of what you've been looking for?
Well, we never put a barbed wire fence around the post and said Andrew couldn't, work his way back into the post. I think overall, he has a better understanding of how we want to play and where he can get his shots from, and when those opportunities will present themselves. And last night, good balance of, as you saw, of getting the ball in the post, also be able to run pick and roll and pop and get to a position where he can make shots also. So that just comes with being on the floor, and we introduced the idea of him stretching the floor for us last year, and I'm not sure if that consumed him a little bit, but he's a smart individual and he's learning how to show all the facets of his game.
What about him running the floor? I saw him block a shot, he runs the floor, then he gets a rebound, then he takes a three-pointer. How impressed are you? Just the athleticism and the potential of Gordon on this team.
Well, I think overall his energy that he brings to the floor, you see that on a daily basis. That's one of the attributes to his game, and that's how he's going to help impact winning those plays throughout the course of the game, whether it's a box out, whether it's putting pressure on the defense because he sprints the floor every time. Those things don't show up in the stat sheet all the time, but coaches, we watch those things, and that's how you get minutes.
How unique is it in your basketball experience where you can have 4 guys on the court all handle the ball up and down the court, whether you have Tobias at the 4, you can have Aaron at the 3, Evan Victor at the 2 and whatnot, and then you got Alfred there. How rare is that in your basketball experience to have 4 guys who can handle the ball?
Yeah, it's the evolution of the game. I've seen it throughout the course of my career, whether it was other teams I was on, part of coaching staffs. So it's been done before, but I think it's really evolving where pretty tough to guard when you have multiple guys on the floor who can initiate the offense. And it's not I can deny the prototypical point guard and throw everyone off their game plan. Other guys can initiate offense, and fortunately we have guys who can do that.
Any update to the injury report after last night?
Injury report. Only 2 guys are injured are Channing and Victor, and they're still in the course of rehabbing. They will not play in, where we go next?
Well, you got Detroit here. And
they will not play in versus Detroit.
What about at Philly?
I do not have my little ball that I usually have. I only have that on Tuesdays.
Okay.
Is everybody good?
Good.